Toes Ballet Bristol. I hope you're all okay. So today I'm going to teach you how to make my famous ice cream cakes. So we're learning all about the seaside. So what do we have when we go to the seaside? Miss Daisy always has ice creams. So this is where the ideas come from, our ice cream cakes. And if you attend my classes, when we do our charity events in the past, Miss Daisy's always made these and they've always been a huge hit. So hopefully you should have all your ingredients ready, your butter, your sugar, your flour and eggs, vanilla essence, and most importantly, your ice cream cones. And you want your oven set to 180 degrees. So my butter's already in my bowl, ready to go, and it's a little bit, I put it in the microwave, so it's a little bit soft, ready to mix with my sugar. So I'm going to pour my sugar into the bowl, and we're going to cream our butter and sugar together. That's it. So you might need your grown-ups to help you with this one, because it's quite tricky making that butter cream into the sugar. So you want to press down and up against your bowl. That's it, and I'll come and show you once my butter is all creamed into the sugar. There we go. So while we're doing this, maybe you can tell your grown-ups, what was your favourite ice cream you have when you go to the seaside? Miss Daisy loves vanilla ice cream. And then I always get strawberry sauce on top with a flake. So here we go. So that's all creamed together. So it should look a little bit like this. There you go, all nice and creamy, so no sugar left showing. So the next thing we need to do is crack one of our eggs into our bowl. So be really careful with these because we don't want to get any shell in. So we're going to crack it on the edge of Miss Daisy's bowl. You might have a different technique, or you might want to ask your grown-ups. We're going to crack it and then open it and let the egg into our bowl like this. There we go, and then I'm going to pop our eggshell over to one side because we definitely don't need those. And we're going to cream this into our mixture. Now it's starting to curdle just a little bit. So Miss Daisy will show you what curdling looks like. So it looks all bitty and it's all kind of come apart like this. I don't know if you can see. So what we want to do is we're going to add some of our flour in. So it's self-raising flour, and we're going to just mix a tiny bit of that into our bowl. And then mix it round, and hopefully that will start to make it a nice smooth consistency again. There we go. That's it. And when we think that's starting to look a little bit more like our cake mixture, there we go. So I'll come and show you one last time. So here we go. It's looking a little bit more like our cake mixture should now. So then we want to crack our second egg. Again, grab your grown-ups if you need some help with this. Cracking that second egg into our bowl. There we go. And popping your eggshell to one side. And ready to mix. And again, it's going to do that little curdling like it did before. So you want to grab your flour and pop some of your flour in. There we go. And mixing that up. So while we're mixing this time, I wonder if you could tell your grown-ups, what's your favourite animal at the seaside? So Miss Daisy, when she goes to the seaside, she might see some crabs, maybe some fish. That's it. Or maybe if you're really lucky, you might see a mermaid. How exciting. That's it. So mixing that all up, and when that's looking all mixed together like it did before, you want to add your third and last egg in. So there we go, cracking it on the side and pouring it in. There we go. And then giving it a little bit of a stir before you add the last bit of your self-raising flour into your bowl. There we go. And giving that one final mix for me. That's it. And this time, I wonder what your favourite activity is to do at the beach. So maybe you like building sandcastles, maybe you like getting it into the sea and having a swim around, or maybe you even like to surfboard. Does anybody know how to surf? That's quite tricky, isn't it? Or bodyboard. There we go. So I think think Miss Daisy's favourite activity to do is to make sand castles on the beach. Okay, so that's all mixed in, so I'll give you a little peek of what it should look like. So it's looking like this at the moment, so a nice cake mixture. Now it's time to add our vanilla essence to give it a little bit of flavour. So you want 1 teaspoon of your vanilla essence going into your cake mixture. So here we go. Filling it all the way up to the top. And I think that is perfectly the last amount of vanilla essence we have. Lucky for us, and I'm going to pour that in. There we go. And mixing it up. There we go, making sure it's really nice and mixed so that vanilla essence goes into all parts of the cake, because it's what's going to give it that yummy, yummy flavour. There we go. So now what we want is our ice cream cones. So it's best to get the flat ice cream cones, I'm sure you already have. So these ones like this, so we can fill it up. And when we're filling it up, we want to fill it just under this line here. Here we go. And you're best putting it into a cake tin so they don't fall over. So Miss Daisy just needs to grab a teaspoon to be able to pour these in to our cake mix. Here we go. So I recommend doing 2 so you don't use your fingers. So you're going to pour a bit of your cake mix onto your teaspoon, and then we're going to pour it into our ice cream cones. Now, because we use self-raising flour, don't worry about filling it all the way up to the top, because it's going to rise all the way up. So here we go, pouring it in just like this. So, and again, you might need some help from your grown-ups, because it's a little bit tricky making sure we get it inside the cone and not all the way around. Okay, so there's 1, we've done 2. Can you help me count? This is number 3. There we go, number 3. And we've got number 4. There we go, so normally about 2 teaspoons fill up our cone. So here we go, number 4. So this is number 5, well done. There we go, number 5. We've got number 6. Well done everybody, I'm sure you're doing a fantastic job. There we go, and then the last one, filling it all the way up to the top. Here we go. Well, not all the way to the top, sorry. Halfway through. Okay, and what I would do is just have a little look, because it should have settled now. Your cake should have sunk all the way to the bottom. And if there's any that need filling up a little bit more, you can just go around and pop a tiny bit of mixture left inside. There we go. This one needs a tiny bit more. Oops. There we go. And this one. And I think we are good to pop them in the oven. So I'll just pick one up and show you what they look like. Here we go, so we've got our cake cone, and then inside you've got your mixture. So filled, again, just to about this line, and that will sink down. I'll give it a few minutes to wait, and then it will sink down all the way to the bottom, and then it will rise up. So I'm going to pop that one back, and these are ready to go into the oven. So in they go. So your cakes should be in the oven, and you're waiting 40 minutes for your cake. So set a timer. Miss Daisy's got her cup of tea. While I wait, I'm going to be watching some of our YouTube videos. So I'm going to see if I can join in our adventures this week with you all as well. So maybe you want to stick on one of our YouTube videos and join in the dancing, or maybe have a little rest. Maybe grab some juice as well, and maybe even have a dance party, because they're always great fun too. So you've got 40 minutes to wait, and I'll see you when those 40 minutes are over. So by now your cake should be out the oven. They should have risen like this, and if they've risen a bit too high, you can just cut off the tops like I've done. Mine went a little bit big. So it's time to ice them. So you can either make your own butter icing, or you can purchase some from the store. You can use a spoon for this, but I've chosen to use this little device to try and make it look like the ice cream on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to push down. I'm going to make a circular motion all the way around the edge of the cake. And I'm going to build it up to a point right at the top. I did forget to mention, it's really important that you make sure that your cakes are dry before you ice them. And then I've got these little, tiny little chocolate cones, just flakes, sorry, just to go in the top. And there you have it. That is your ice cream cake. So the little chocolates I used were actually just 12. But I've used chocolate buttons in the past. I've used actual flakes and cut those in half, so whatever you like, but there you go. That is your very own chocolate ice cream cake. So I hope you really enjoyed the video. I'm going to carry on and ice the rest of my cakes so I can eat them all. And I hope they're super, super yummy. And I will see you in class really, really soon. So thank you everybody for watching. Take care. Bye.